Hi everybody, it's Friday and it's journal day, and Happy New Year to everybody. This journal measures, I love these long ones, 9 3/4 by 4 3/4, and on the cover I used doilies, parts of doilies and different fabrics and laces and cheesecloth. I use cheesecloth a lot in this book. And some seam binding up there. And a beautiful image of a building with some flowers. And there's the spine. And there's the back. Real pretty fabric. I used a matching linen to go with. And did the inside. That's part of a napkin. And this is a light weave, almost kind of burlappy, but a lot thinner and less coarse. And then the linen on the inside that matches the tie. And then put in one of these envelopes that I love, with a piece of ephemera. And if I can get it back open, there it is. And then I put in a tag with some fuzzies and some fabrics. Over here, got some cheesecloth. That's actually the edge of the lace fabric that I had, and I thought it was pretty. And pretty lace there, a corrugated flower with a little center of crocheted doily. And this is all adhered down. It's got some fabrics behind it, some cheesecloth, and parts of doilies here, and some fuzzies, real pretty. And I used the squinched up seam binding I like to do. A little tuck spot here with some cheesecloth and fabrics. And 2 cards, pretty. I just love that, it's so pretty. And then up here is a bow and parts of a crochet doily with the lace running down the side. This has got a lot in it. A lot of work in this one. Got stitching. I used the light green stitching. This is a big card with the matching fabric from the pocket here. Some laces. And then 2 cards here. So you got all this space back here for writing. And then you have the 2 cards. Over here's a lace pocket. I covered it with cheesecloth. That's half of a crochet doily, a little mini doily I had. And some seam binding here. Beautiful image with the cheesecloth. And that's the same, that's the other half of this doily. And some cards. Used some green. I thought it went really nice. With this journal. Oh, my finger was stopping it. Ha! That's from the other side. And we have a pocket here. So you have this space back here with the stitching. And 2 cards. Well, before I do that, this little tab holds this down. So you just move that over to the side, and this lifts up for another journaling page, and the back too if you need it. With a little rosebud I wove through the lace. Get that behind you. Oh, okay. I have to figure out how I did that. Get that back in there. Another pretty image here, and this has got some stitching, and then this folds out. A little leaf stitching there and there. Another pretty image with the stitching and some cards. And then this is a coffee filter pocket with part of a book page and some fabrics, and I left it empty so that you can put in whatever whatever you want. You can get your I can get my fingers in there so it'll hold whatever you need to stuff. Over here is a large belly band with a little tag and part of a crochet doily and a rosebud. And it's a tuck spot. And then behind it, in the belly band, is a real pretty image. Some fabrics, laces, and then I put 2 cards behind the belly band. Ooh, look at that. That's kind of neat. And this is a tight belly band. Get in there. And that goes there. And I like this here. That all fits nice and neatly. Another nice page to journal on that's been stitched with the lace. Over here's a little flower that I made, part of a crochet doily and some fabric with some ephemera. Some seam binding laces over here. Lots of places to write in this journal. This flips out. It's a little mini tuck spot. And it's got some cheesecloth and some seam binding up here. And then the same over here. And I bound it with lace. And a tuck spot. And you could even use that for journaling back there. Some seam binding and some cheesecloth here. And then I just love that idea, so I did it twice. Thought it was pretty. Parts of a crochet doily, and this is a little circle with some book pages and book page butterfly and some fabrics. Some lace down at the bottom with the stitching. And the card. A pocket here, and this is part of the napkin that I used for the trim there. And it's got cheesecloth and laces. Pretty image behind it. And a card with a cute gold bow and some lace. And then another lace card. Over here is a nice big page for writing and some cheesecloth. And this is actually a tuck spot. And it's got a lace flower with a little pink center. And I just stuck the cards in there. Nice pretty page. This folds out. And then you have this side too. Pretty image. Little mini pocket with the cheesecloth and the fabric that I did the cover in with a pretty bow. And then some cheesecloth up here and part of a crochet doily with 2 little mini cards. Over here is a little pocket where I put that's the stitching from the other side, and I put a big piece of lace on it and a pretty image. And then this has got cheesecloth and laces and some yarn with a little image there. And then this folds up. A card. And another card. Over here is a tuck spot with a beautiful image. And some cards for writing. And then this has got part of a cheesecloth and some crochet doily there. And this is a lace ruff, not a lace ruffle, but a fabric ruffle with some laces and part of a crochet doily. And seam binding right there running down the edge. And this is a corrugated butterfly. Love these things. And some cheesecloth and some seam binding and part of a crochet doily with the edge of that lace. You can see part of the lace there that I used throughout the book. And we have a pocket here, part of a crochet doily, a little bow, a pretty image, stitching from the other side, and another pretty image there. And I put 2 little cards in there. And then that's on graph paper. Been copied. Look at that. Pretty copied, Pretty coffee dime. Love how it comes out. Because you just never know. Get in there. Alright, my fumbly fingers. There we go. And the back is the same as the front with the pretty linen. And I put in another envelope. And decorated. And on the inside is a piece of coffee dyed paper for journaling. Alright, get in there. Real pretty. A lot going on, like I said, in this one. There's the back again. And the front. I want to thank y'all so much for being here with me. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.